just going to show you a quick video of what I would take to the woods if I was just going out there just for a day out, not sleeping or nothing, going out for a day out, perhaps do some YouTube videos, stuff like that, or sit down there just have something to eat, whatever. So the only thing I'm not going to show on this video is the camcorder and the tripod, but that would also go with what I'm taking. And if I was going to do, if I had anything planned in specific to do down there, then I would take whatever that was as well. So if it was, I don't know, like building some traps or something, I might take some brass wire or something like that. Or if it was going to be making a bow out there, it would be take a small axe as well. But that's the specific things, but this is just stuff I take each time and near enough every time. So first of all, there's 2 metal bottles. One holds 2 pints, and this one holds about 1.5 pints, and that fits inside my tin cup. This one does. So that'll go like that, and I've got the lid to go with it. And that would be basically, that one would be for making hot drinks, and this one would just be for drinking from. And if I wanted more hot drinks and this one was run out, I could use from that one. So for making hot drinks and stuff and cooking, I'll take this. I showed you this before. It's a homemade pot stand. It has actually got 4 nails to go with it. I think I've left them in a different bag. And that's used with either a buddy burner, which goes inside, or Trangia stove. And then to go with a Trangia stove, a small bottle of meths. If I wanted to cook something to eat, I've got a mess kit or a mess tin, and this has got a homemade lid with it as well. And inside this I've got a lighter. That just makes things easier. So instant noodles, some instant coffee, and it's 3 in 1. I don't actually like sugar in my coffee, but that's alright, just make do with what you got. Some instant soups, like cup of soups, and there's a spoon in there. Then in this little pouch there's some firelighting stuff, some Strike Anywhere matches, and ferro rod and striker. Like I said, this is stuff, no matter what I was doing down the woods, I'd always take this stuff near enough every time. If I was only going to be a little while, I wouldn't bother taking food and that. I might still take the drink stuff, because it's nice to have a hot drink while you're out there. Alright, just hope I don't forget nothing. Alright, normally take this German Army knife. Sharpened it up now. It's got a decent blade on it. And a very good saw. These saws on these are brilliant. I wouldn't believe how good these are, these saws. Excellent these are. That's a nice little folding knife to take. I also take a Mora knife. I think this is a Mora clipper, or something similar to this. If it wasn't this, it would be my Mora Classic. If it wasn't that, it would be my Castrum Swedish Forest knife, or my Condor Bushcraft knife. And inside this little pouch on it, I've got string, another lighter and a sharpening stone inside there. Alcohol hand gel for cleaning your hands. You should always do this anyway. First aid kit. Always take a first aid kit with you, especially if you're going to be messing around with knives or anything like that. And then, I know this sounds weird, but kind of in a way to go with the first aid kit is your mobile phone. And have that with you in your pocket. And if I ever go out, I always say to people, even if it's only down those woods down there, which to me is a 5-minute walk, I always say to people that I'm going down the woods, I might be taking knives and messing around with knives. If I don't come back before it's dark, then maybe ring me. And if I don't come back and it's really late, then get worried, whatever. It's always best to tell people, even if you're going down just 5 minutes down the road in woods. Because if you're messing around with knives and you cut yourself badly and you can't get out or something, you never know. So take the phone to ring someone or whatever, or they can ring you if you get worried or if anything happens. And in the first aid kit, I might have showed this before, it's got bandages, super glue, tape, scissors, plasters. It's got I think I did put elastic in here for a tourniquet if it ever happened. You never know, just use whatever you got. I don't want to take it all out because I can't get it back in. You can kind of see some of it in there. Folding saw, bigger folding saw. You never know when you're going to need that. It depends what you're doing. If you know you're definitely not going to cut nothing down, there's no point taking it. But I sometimes do, or even just to make a seat or something. Some paracord. Same thing. You may not use it, but there's often times I go down there and I want to do something. I want to tie something. So always take that with me. And then lastly, this might sound weird, I've got this cheap tarp, and this comes out, I think it's about 7 foot by 6 foot. It's only a cheap one, but the problem is with UK weather, whether they say on the forecast it's going to be fine or not, I was paying no attention to it whatsoever, because you never know. Our weather changes just like that, so quickly. So if you take a tarp and it starts pouring down the rain, at least you can cover yourself up. If you wanted to stay out there, you know, come home, whatever, but if you want to stay out, take a small tarp with you and you'll be able to rig up some sort of shelter with that. It's worth doing. Worth taking that. I don't think I've forgotten anything, but this is mainly, like I said, this is mainly stuff I always take. If I'm going down the woods, I'll pretty much grab all this and this will always go. And then if I'm doing something else, the extra stuff goes in the bag as well. And if it turns out that I know I'm only going to go down there for a little while, then I'll take less of it. And that'll probably be miss out the food, maybe the tarp, and maybe not so much water. That's about it. And that would fit in, I have got my green bag, but it's indoors and it's full up. That would even fit, most of that, or all of that I mean, would fit in a small bag like this. I've got a slightly bigger one, my Green Army one. Depends. Sometimes I use this one because I know it sounds weird, but it doesn't look so obvious. It just looks like you just, like, no one can kind of tell what you're doing. Right, so that's that. That's just some of the things that I take down the woods with me. Cheers for watching. Oh, one last thing. Sometimes if I want a bigger cup, I take this one with the lid. So I would swap this one for this one. It all depends. Well, this is pretty much what I guarantee take down the woods. just for one day, for a day out. Alright, well anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.